You know, it'll be so funny to me when people that are single that want to be married one day have all these unrealistic expectations of marriage. And us married people be listening and just be laughing. Just be laughing because, like, for example, one of the biggest misconceptions that single people have on getting married one day is love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't hurt. What? You gotta remember, you guys were individuals, are individuals, right? And when you get married, you guys are one, right? So that means you have to unlearn all bad habits, all selfishness, all kinds of things. And then you're going to go through the evolution of yourself, growing pains, different stuff, finding yourself as a married person. What is in the best interest of our marriage instead of the best interest of ourselves? I'll give you an example. My husband was just like a workaholic, okay? And there was a few times I was sick, I done went into the hospital, different stuff, and he wasn't there. And that became a big resentment, okay? I done told him I'm divorcing many times. I'm leaving. You know, married women, we love to say we leaving. So that was a big problem. And though he's thinking, well, I'm the provider, you know, I have to put this above all else. I have to keep shelter afloat. I have to keep this afloat, that, and the third. He was completely missing out that I am neglecting my wife. I'm supposed to be there. And I was so grateful. Like, I prayed and prayed. I was so grateful when that turned around and it just nourished our marriage. Like, there's things that you're going to get hurt by people whether they mean it or not. Like, in marriage, you're definitely going to get hurt. I just hope you don't get hurt from things that some other marriages be going through, like infidelity, this, that, and the third. I would hate for your husband to ever do something like that to you. I'm glad my husband never done it. Thank Jesus. But there's other ways your spouses can hurt you unintentionally. Like, just don't sit there and think marriage is just painless and it's just magical. Man, there's times where you lose your fire and you got to find that spark again. I got another example for you. Single people would know, like, the mothers sometimes of their partner, like their boyfriends at the time, and then never think to themselves, oh, once I get married, the mother-in-law or whatever parent-in-law is going to be a problem. Like, do you not know the stigma? Like, that's accurate? Like, married women go through hell majority of the times with what? The mother-in-law. And it really just be, especially if you marry a child that's the only child. Forget it. The son is literally the sun and moon to the mothers. So then you find yourself in some unknown competition you don't even know that you're in because the mothers be wanting to be the wives. You start getting bullied. You start getting shade. You start hearing all kind of crazy narratives the mother is telling to family. Like, craziness, stuff that just don't even, like, I'm like, who's eating this up? Who is buying this? Then you might get hurt by your spouse in the beginning because your spouse has to now learn, okay, when things happen, I have to protect my wife because biblically, your wife becomes number one. The family you create is number one. The wife is number one. You have to protect her from these attacks. You are now the head of your household. Your household is what you have to protect. And these outside threats is something you have to make sure you keep your family safe from. I can sit here and give you examples for days on how you will get hurt because you guys are learning as a team what you're supposed to be doing, and you only learn after going through those situations. Oh my God, I see how I done this wrong. Oh my God, I should have never done that. Oh my God, I need to speak up. Like, single people, marriage is only as beautiful as you invest in it to be. I feel blessed because I went through all the hardest challenges. Well, not all of them, because other people have different challenges, but we went through our darkest hours already. I'm going to tell y'all this one time, and y'all going to remember me for this. Remove unrealistic expectations. That's for one. Okay? 2, don't let love be the sole reason you get married. You need to start searching for some real green flags, okay? And then you need to start thinking about how those green flags and the other little flags you may see, how it will beat the test of time. Like, you got a really deep dive. Now, luckily, if you get married to your best friend, okay? I married my best friend. Once you get through the hurdles of evolution as a person and as a unit, it gets so beautiful. I promise you, you guys, it gets so nice. It gets so nice. Me and my husband, we will be going on 7 years in a couple months. It gets so nice. Like, you could have asked me this like a year ago or 2 years ago, and I would have said, listen, I tried to leave my husband. I would have replaced his behind. Listen, okay? It gets so nice. And for some people, it takes bare minimum. You got to get past at least 4 years, like, straight up. At least, and that's minimum. But yeah, it gets so nice. It may take you a long time, it may not take you as long, but don't claim to know your spouse in and out after just like a year of marriage when you do get married, or 2 years or 3 years. You're only seeing like pieces, okay? Pieces. And this is coming from a real married. I don't consider you married till you done put in a little time. So, and we still got a long way to go. But when I say it just gets really nice. Marry your best friend. Be corny together. Be bored together if you want. Whatever is your taste. Whatever's your taste. I pray you meet your soulmate and you don't give them hell. I pray you start working on yourself and different stuff from early. And start thinking of scenarios and what you would do in them. Start thinking of that. Because sometimes, marriage does come with dark hours of different scenarios. So